A father went to say good night to his 7-year-old son, very well knowing that if he didn't, his son would have trouble sleeping. It was a nightly routine between them. He entered the dimly lit room where his son waited under his blanket. With the first glance, the father could tell there was something unusual about his son tonight, but couldn't put his finger on it. He looked the same, but had a grin that drew from ear to ear.
"You okay, buddy?"
The father asked. The son nodded, still with the grin, before saying,
"Daddy, check for monsters under my bed."
The father chuckled a bit before getting on his knees to check only to satisfy his son. There, under the bed, pale and afraid, was his son, his real son. He whispered,
"Daddy, there's someone on my bed."
The father froze, his breath hitching in his throat as his mind struggled to make sense of what he was seeing. His son's wide, terrified eyes locked with his, glistening with tears. The boy's small hands trembled as he gripped the edge of the bed frame.
"What's wrong, Daddy?"
The figure on the bed asked, its voice light and sing-song, but tinged with something unnatural.
"Aren't you going to tuck me in?"
The father clenched his fists, his instincts screaming at him to run, to grab the real boy from under the bed and flee. But his legs felt like lead, and the chilling realization began to settle. Whatever was on the bed was not his son. Summoning every ounce of courage, he whispered to the boy under the bed.
"Stay quiet, don't move."
Then, in one swift motion, he grabbed the boy's arm and pulled him out, his eyes never leaving the grinning imposter. The thing on the bed let out a low guttural laugh, its grin splitting wider as it began to rise, its movements jerky and unnatural.
"Leaving so soon?
It crooned, its voice distorting into a hollow, echoing sound.
But I thought we were having fun."
The father didn't wait to find out what would happen next. Clutching his son tightly, he bolted from the room, slamming the door behind him. As he ran down the hallway, he heard the thing laughing, its voice following them like a chilling echo. From that night on, the father never let his son sleep alone again, and the room remained locked, its secrets untouched.